Что это?
I felt like it was a journey of transformation and a chance to examine a group and understand the different ways in which people are impacted by a crisis, a challenge like this.
I think what fascinated me was the epic sort of setting of it and the throwback to a period-esque film set in this time, huge adventure, a lot of adrenaline and action, but a drama at the center of it. And the character starting in one place and ending in a completely different place. You know, his views on himself, the world around him, what he was doing, what motivated him, were completely different by the end of the story, and I love that sort of transformation.
The one thing I want people to take out of it is I want them to really understand what it is these men did. Not for themselves, but for their families and for the world, really. Without these men, they lit the world with the oil that they collected, and they lubricated the machines, and they sort of are directly connected to where we are today. Without what they did, we wouldn't really be here.
Чем мы могли так прогневать Бога? Вера превратилась в сомнение, надежда в суеверие.
Why we felt always that we have to dominate the nature?
I think the way that mankind works is it's always about evolving and always about improving our lifestyle. And I don't necessarily think it was a religious reason that these men were out there doing what they do. I think it was simply because mankind is constantly trying to evolve and constantly trying to improve their lifestyle. And I think one of the most amazing things about the film is that you really see the most powerful instinct in the world, and that's to survive.
Мы все прокляты.
You know, I think that for Captain Pollard, it was about domination. And I think that he was fueled by the belief that this was the expectation of his family and of his culture. The Chris Hemsworth character comes from that, wants to aspire to that kind of thinking and that way of life, and yet somehow his character transformed, and that's reflected in what I learned about the real Owen Chase. So it's not something that we just invented for the movie. It was something that I think was there in the truth and the reality of this powerful story.
Скажи! Признайся! Что тебе страшно?
Do you looking for actors? I mean, besides Chris, he brought you the story, but looking for what you were looking in their personality that you thought would be the right to portray that?
Well, it varied from character to character. I wanted an interesting mix because it is about you know, a group of men. I also speak very frankly of the kind of commitment that they would need to make. The physical, mental, emotional commitment in order to live up to the possibilities of this and give audiences what they deserved, which was, you know, a very truthful, powerful set of performances.
It was excruciating, but in the hardship, we stuck together. It made us better friends. It made us better at doing our jobs because we were so uncomfortable that we had to support each other.
Это просто кит.
What is your favorite memories about this movie?
The camaraderie with everyone, the crew and the cast and Ron, and logistically incredibly tough thing to embark on. You know, I think and all of us had the same amount of passion and want to do this thing and have the same love for the story. And so, you know, by the time we got to the Canary Islands and it was those last couple of weeks, I have such fond memories of all of us going, wow, we're almost done. We climbed this mountain. And that was, there's a huge sort of, I think, satisfaction with it.
This one is definitely the most challenging movie that I've ever made because of the technical, logistical challenges, and also the emotional range of what the characters need to go through. And in this case, the actors were going through it under very, very difficult physical circumstances.
And I really, really did feel what it's like to be hungry to the point where it really hurts and it's really not very nice. But that was all necessary because we were making a film that was real. And I almost look at this film as obviously a multi-million-pound budget, but it has an independent feel to it because everything was real and everything was genuine.
Different people seem to take different things out of the movie. For some, it's an adventure, it's exciting. Others really recognize the similarities between the politics and the economic pressures of that time and how similar it all still is to today.
Мы выживем.